It's like noodling?
Noodle or canoodle?
It's noodle.
Noodle or canoodling?
It's a canoodle.
Do you want these extras to recycle? Cute. Oh, is that my mess up there?
I want to go noodling. Catch cat out of my bear.
Show respect to April.
Thank you, Josh.
Please.
I watched that. It's on Netflix. I watched it.
Okay, let's respect our speaker. One thing you have to do is get student attention before you start, so
Next time.
perfect.
There we go. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
I had noodle.com, which is a social learning website. Has anyone ever used noodle.com before? Yeah. Didn't think anybody had, but. The learning objectives for today are just for you to be able to implement a social learning environment in your own classroom one day, and for you to be able to create an engaging presentation using the features of noodle.com. And social learning theory just states that people learn by observing others. Does anyone have like a social learning website they use in their classes today? Josh, I know you do.
Me?
We, like our math teacher made a group on Facebook.
Oh,
And
Facebook.
so we all go on there and post questions, and either sometimes the teacher will answer you. Oh, Claudia, you're in.
Yeah.
Sometimes the teacher will answer you, and sometimes another student will answer you. And so that kind of just plays into the characteristics of social learning. And so you can provide the knowledge in an organized and concise way at any time. And so you can get on there and view the lesson whenever you have the time for it, just like the way Ms. Stocks did that the video online lesson for us is kind of the same thing. And everyone is a teacher and a student, so you're learning from and with each other. You're not learning just from the teacher, you also learn from other students. And then you're able to share knowledge without any barriers, so you know you can access this from any location at any time. And you can communicate with an entire group or a classroom, for this sake, in just one area, like discussion boards, chats, emails, things like that. You can access it all in one specific area. And Noodle is kind of more company-based rather than school-based. Everything's targeted towards more having a company purchase it versus just a school. But you could use it in school as well. Like it has companies use it for like training portals and things like that. But the three features of Noodle are presentations, tests and surveys, and courses. And for the presentations, you can kind of just revamp like a PowerPoint presentation. You can add audio or music or a video or even like a webcam video of you talking. And you can download like a movie link and post it to YouTube, or you can just post it to the normal course page that Noodle offers. You can also, it has a built-in test generator, which can make tests, quizzes, or surveys. And you can select between like open-ended questions, multiple choice questions, true, false. There's all these different options you can put, and you input the question, and then you also input your results. And the comprehensive courses is just a group of presentations and tests that a teacher gives out for students, and it has like a learning path. It's the main feature of the courses, and so like you can't move on to section 2 until you complete section 3, and you can start 1. And there's different like parameters you can put on there. Like you have to view the video for at least 10 minutes, or you have to make at least like a 75 on the test before you can move on. And in the courses feature, it also lets you issue certificates. So let's say if you complete a unit or whatever, you're going to send out the certificates to the students, and it's just kind of a way to give a reward to the student. And how much does it cost? It is, they give you a free 30-day trial, which is the one I did, but normally they base your monthly subscription off their presentation hours. And so the most popular one is for 100 presentation hours, and that's $99 a month. And so it just depends on how many hours of video presentation you want people to be able to view, is what subscription you purchase. And so one of the objectives was to be able to create a Noodle presentation. And so when you first log in, this is your home page that it takes you to. And you click on these add slides and add media buttons, and you import your PowerPoint presentation or a video if you'd like. And after you input them, this is the screen that comes up. I uploaded a Rome slideshow PowerPoint and a Rome video, and then this create button will illuminate, and that'll create your video. And it will sync each slide into a timeline, as you can see here down at the bottom. All the slides are synced into a certain time, and I believe it has, each slide's automatically 10 seconds long. But when you click the synchronize button here at the bottom, you can change the slide duration. So you can either have certain slides play during a video or the video play after a certain slideshow. Certain images have been seen. You can edit it all through here. And then this top menu up here, at the top very button is where you can add or edit slides. And then it's add or edit media, and then add or edit text. And the last option is to add voiceovers to your presentation. So if you want to just only hear you speaking, you just click that button, like you wouldn't actually see the webcam video. And then after you edit your video, there's this preview option, which lets you preview the video as the viewer, not the creator. And then you would do that, and then and the last thing you would do is save it and publish it. And you can either publish it to your course page or your group page, or you can post it to YouTube or PhotoBucket or Dropbox or whatever all those different online sources are. And that's the end of the slideshow. Now we're just going to do a little tour of the website, just so you'll be able to implement it into your classroom. This is the home page, and you just click right here to log into your Moodle. This is the home page like you all saw. And right here is where you would create your new presentation. You can upload it from your library or your computer. Same with the media, or you can automatically just record straight from here. And then you have this, it's called your account snapshot here over the side. It shows I created one presentation, I created one course. I don't know how I have 2 groups. And then I don't have any members. But you'll just see, like, as for a teacher, you probably would have more than one group and more than 0 members, and then depending on how many courses you have. And then down here is where your presentations are going to just be displayed, and I made a Rome, Italy presentation, so that's why that one's right there. And then all these different tabs, you have your Manage tab. You can manage your presentations, test courses, or your portable presentations, which is another form of your presentation. When you click on here, here's my presentation. You can do all different things. You can modify the name, you can add attachments, you can unpublish it, you can add links. This is where you edit your presentations, and you can create a new presentation just by clicking this one as well. And then you can make a test. Like I made a Rome, Italy test, and you can copy the test, delete the test, see what presentations that certain testers use. This is where you would manage your test. And to create a new test, you would just type the test name, like just do test 1. And then to create the test, you had to add a test element. And this is where you would select between, multiple choice or just text, open-ended, or true, false, yes or no. And after you create your element, you can even decide if you want it to be an optional test question or a mandatory test question. And you would just save your element. When you're done, you can go over this result explanation, and all the test elements you created are going to link over to this results, and that's when you go in and input the correct answer. And the next tab is the email tab, in which you can create an email. I already created mine for me, and this is where you would send the invites to people to join courses or groups or view presentations. And you just simply click on this little button and then compose an email, and this is where you would input all the different emails you want to send it to. So let's say if you're creating your classroom, you input all the emails of all your students there, and then compose an email, and then you can insert the subject and the message. And then here's where you decide which presentations, which presentations and which course and which group you want to send that link to. And so like if you wanted to invite them to everything, you would obviously select everything. And then the next tab is the group tab. And this is, I created EDML 3320 group. And here's where you can find your discussions. You can't really see it. Like there's a discussion of Rome, Italy right here that you can't really see. And everyone can get on there and post different comments or opinions or whatever they want to say. And it's there for everybody to see at any time. And then this menu over here to the side is just where you can customize your group and you can change like your group policies. Like if you want only the viewer to be able to create a new topic. Like for mine, it's set up to where only the creator can create a new topic. You can just set it up which any way you want it to work. And you can also add people, send invites through here and create new members through here and do the registration. You can see, what group members are in your group and what presentations this group is designated for this specific group. And then the last two tabs are just support and my account. Obviously the support tab is for technical support. And the my account tab is where you can change things like your email registered to this account, your name registered to this account. And the last thing we're going to do is the activity. I asked if you were to make a Noodle presentation for your classroom, what topic would it be over? And then create 5 questions. They can either be true or false, open-ended, and multiple choice. And then we'll talk about it. WWJD. All right, Chris.
That peanut butter and jelly.
Do y'all need more time doing it? Yes.
During the presentation.
Oh, thanks. Okay, well, all y'all do that, we're just gonna go over this one example. Her topic was World War II, and some questions she came up with were, who were the Allied forces? Who received the blame for World War? Are you doing 2 or 1?
World War I.
Oh, more. Name one result of World War I. What is the name of the treaty which ended the war? And who was shot that kick-started the war? So those are all open-ended questions, but you can decide between, true, false, multiple choice, and you can even have, 5 different types of questions. It doesn't really matter. Anyone have another example they want to share? Yeah, you can just simply math problems, yeah. Anybody else? And there was an optional in there. You go to create the test. You can select just cut instead of making create a test game first. You can select it to just be a text question, which that's something you would do for like a math class. Any other examples? Okay, and that's my presentation.
We support our classmates. You're the best!